Just realizing that a lot of times as a man, the things that I value myself for, whether it's being able to provide, being able to lead, or whatever, is totally different than what she needs from me and what she thinks. So a lot of times, I think me personally, I think a lot of men like we're so hard on ourselves, but like the reality is like she just wants you there, she just wants you present, she just wants to play hide and seek and run around with you. And once I kind of got that and figured that out, just kind of let the pressure of it go, it got a lot better for me.
I love you, Daddy.
This is For Fathers, a podcast for fathers to uplift and encourage each other with the understanding that we are the forefathers of the next generation. I'm eloQuint. This is episode 125. I got my man Anton Gill, man. And tell everybody what's up.
What's up, man? Thanks for having me, man. Appreciate you. I was supposed to come
Man,
on a long time ago, so appreciate you being patient with me, man. You know how I can get sometimes.
man, it'd be like that. But you have no idea how many people would just come and cancel or go, man. I know how life is. Sometimes I have to cancel. It's all love, bro. It's glad to have you on, man. It's a pleasure.
Glad it worked out.
Man, so I just wanted to hop on. Like, we would just talk about it on Friday. We hoop on Fridays. Get that good bump in, trying to stay in shape. But I was wondering, man, how is that the thought process for you to transition out of hoops, man? Because you play big time basketball, played overseas, all this stuff, man. High major, like good hoops. And I know you got a kid, so I know for me, when I was transitioning, it was hard. Like, am I gonna try to stay home so I could be around my kid? Am I gonna keep going hooping and I miss out on some of that time, man? So what's your thought process on that?
I'll probably say it's been different, but I think just being older, I'm 31 now. So I think if I would have had to go through this 27, 28, I think it would have been a lot different. But I'm kind of at the point in my basketball career where you feel like you flipped over every rock, you've done everything on your part. So, you just kind of let the chips fall where they may. If something comes up, you'll take it or evaluate it, talk to your family about it. But if not, we've been doing this since we was 12 years old, bro. So it's like it's not nothing that we're missing and things like that, especially now having a kid. And but I spent the last couple years kind of I've been in and out of it. My daughter's about to be 3, so she was young, so I was home, just trying to really figure out what I was going to do, what it looked like. Went back to school, uh, got my master's. So now a lot of it is just kind of just waiting to see what's going to happen, what door God is going to open. If you want me to keep playing, I'll keep playing. If it's something else, I'll do that. But the peace just comes from knowing that, like, I'm prepared for whichever way it goes. So, I just kind of just take it day by day, man.
Yeah, man, I feel that, man. Like you said, we playing for so long. It's like, yeah, it's hard to hang it up, but it's like, man, we are in our 30s, body hurting.
Yeah, man. It's
Like,
it's surprisingly it's not really the body part because it's like you get over there and you get into the rhythm and it's like you've been doing it your whole life. The hard part now is the business part and going into different teams, different situations, dealing with different people and just the business of how things work, where you're going, how you're getting there. That's more stressful than the actual getting in shape and going and playing. So that was always the hardest part for me. It's like you guys make it so difficult to play. I just want to play. So like I said, we'll see what happens,
politics.
man.
Yeah, them politics crazy.
Insane, man.
So,
Insane.
so what made you go get your master's, man? And what did you get it in?
I got it in cybersecurity and technology. To be 100% honest, I didn't know what I was gonna do. My daughter was she might have been a newborn at the time. Um, and I just talked about earlier how I have a piece because I feel prepared now, and I wasn't really prepared. So I kind of was looking for something fast, and you know, I didn't have student loans because I gotten a scholarship, for undergrad. So I kind of thought about it, and it ended up being kind of a decision. I was like, if I tried and I can't do it, I'm back at this point anyway. So I did it. First semester I was terrible. I remember I had to like write a letter to get kind of reinstated and stuff, but then I kind of figured it out and it ended up working out. But yeah, it was just more so I didn't really know what to do. Basketball wasn't really where I wanted it to be. I was kind of in and out, trying to get back in shape, trying to figure things out. So it just ended up being something that, it kind of worked out for me.
It's crazy how hard it is to get back into school, ain't it? Like
Yeah.
I'm about
So
to graduate in this fall, but I got it's taking a little longer than I was anticipated, bro. Like it's hard.
yeah, it's different. I'm gonna be honest with you too, man. I ain't do a lot of work in undergrad. So it was like my biggest thing was, do I really want to do this knowing that I wasn't doing work in school? Like, how am I going? And then you got to figure that out. That's why I told you that first semester, it was like, I don't know what this is. Like, it just went like that. Next thing I know, I got an incomplete, had to write a letter to the dean, all types of stuff. So, yeah, yeah, you definitely got to figure it out for sure. So,
So where can cybersecurity, I guess a master's in that, what can that take you? Like what's your thought process moving forward?
that's the other thing, man. I have no idea. That's a good question. I got a couple friends that are in that field. Um, like I said, it was more so for me just like, to be honest, I called the school, I called the advisor. This is crazy. And she was going through the stuff and I just asked her, I was like, straight up, which ones make the most money? That was the first one she said. So that was kind of why I went with it. And then I did some research and then, like I said, I had some friends in it. But no, that's the cool part too. I have no idea what's gonna come after this. I don't know where my entry is gonna be. I don't know how it's gonna happen. Um, so we'll see. I'm new to, obviously I've had jobs before, I've had 9 to 5s, but like this whole getting to this is a new thing. So hopefully it ends up somewhere where I can merge some of the basketball stuff, some of the leadership stuff, maybe be a manager somewhere, managing a company, something like that. But honestly, I have no idea, man. We're just taking it day by day.
You know what's crazy, man? When you work so long and so hard all your life for one thing and trying to get up out of there, it's like, man, like nothing compares. Uh like for me being a PE teacher, like it's close. Like I'm around sports all the time. I'm an athletic director, so I'm always around sports. So like I kind of get that, right? I coach, so but it's a middle school level, which is I'm fine with. Like I'm good right now, but like, I get
I
get
gotta
that
ask you a question
competitive
about that too.
edge. Yeah, I get that competitive edge, and then I get like just to make a difference with kids, man. Like give them what we had growing up. So I don't know. I guess that's fulfilling for me. What you got?
Yeah, I was gonna ask you about the coaching. I did some coaching when I was up in Delaware. What do you think about that?
Bruh, I love coaching. I do, man. Like, I don't know how great I am X and O wise. Like, I think I'm getting there. Like, I'm still a young coach. Like, I ain't gonna say I'm all that. You know what I mean? I think I still got a lot to learn X and O wise, but like the relationships and pouring into the kids and like I said, giving them what we had, the encouragement, the tell them they could be something like beyond basketball, not just basketball, but beyond basketball. Like a lot of kids, they don't have nothing. Like, one kid told me, like, my family, none of them do anything. They all in trouble. I'm just trying to, trying to stay out of trouble. So I hoop. And so it's to encourage them in that. So like, that's my favorite aspect of coaching.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Yeah, I had a little stint. I coached a JV team a couple years ago when I was living in Delaware, and experience for sure. Experience for sure. You definitely get attached to the kids though. I will say that the kids are real
Yeah.
cool. I enjoyed that, but yeah, I don't know. I just think the older I get, I just realize I'm a lot more introverted than I thought I was. So it's like, even like little things, walking in, talk, hey, what's up? How you doing? Like I'd rather hit my little corner, do my little thing and stick to myself. But it was fun, man. I'll probably do it again. I'll probably have to be on like a staff where like I know everybody. probably with some friends, people I grew up with. So it's more like a connected feel, you know. But it was fun.
You wouldn't do college coaching, no?
It'd have to be for the right person, maybe one of my favorite coaches or something, somebody that coached me, but that's a whole nother world. Talk about politics. That's politics times 50. Like you
Yeah.
think the basketball part is bad, like the coaches, everybody's got their own web, everybody's got their own thing. So
Mhm.
yeah, I don't really move like that, man. It's so I don't know. It would be fun though,
It's a lot of moving
under the right.
around too.
Yeah. It's a good life too. You know, you make good money, you get to travel, but it's a lot that goes with it, man. A lot that goes with it.
Nah, that's real. So, like, I guess with your experiences with coaching, I know your daughter's young; she's only 3, right? But you still have those interactions where you trying to teach her and stuff like that. So, how you think like coaching and basketball in itself, how's that shaped you in fatherhood? Like, do you take some of the principles that you learn? Because we grew up like basketball is our foundation, bro. Like a lot of principles that we apply to life is straight basketball. Like my wife don't
Yeah.
understand sometimes. Like, you just gotta do it. I don't care. It doesn't matter if you're tired. Just go do it. Like
Yeah.
so like my wife can't understand that 'cause that's not how she grew up, right? So like I said, I know your daughter's young, man, but like do you see yourself or have you apply some of those principles?
Um, to be honest, no. I think that the weird part about it for me is that it's been like you said, we grew up like the thing I've noticed about, traveling and things like that is like this place is unique. Raleigh's unique. Like people don't grow up the way we grew up, where it's like you got rec league 3 times a week. Then those other days, your parents just drop you off at the Y, and then on Saturdays you go into the park. So you kind of like learn the teamwork, you learn the discipline, you learn all those things. Whereas like the mother of my child, they're from Maryland, totally different world. So it's like they don't. So like for me, it was kind of like the challenge was it was like everything that I learned up to that point, being 30, 29 or whatever, it was like scratch that. You got to figure something else out because for one, she's a girl and, she's a girly girl too, like dresses, paints her nails. She wants to be a princess. Like if you wanted to get her to do anything, you got to be like, don't do that. Princesses don't do that. Princesses don't
Mm.
cry. Princesses, sit up in their chair and eat right. Like that's her thing. So it's like I've had to kind of scratch the hard basketball and just kind of like really like soften up and just like learn to talk and articulate and listen and because she's super smart too. So it's like you can't feed her any BS. Like you got to give her real answers. You got to give her like she's gonna ask you why. She's gonna ask you, oh, why can't I do this or why can't I be here or what is this or what is that? So like just the level of patience I've had to have. And then, yeah, it's just been different, man. I'm enjoying it though, because it's making me more, well rounded, but totally different than how I was raised or how we were raised growing up here.
No, I definitely get that. I got 5 girls, so I got some rough ones and I got some real girly girls. So I definitely understand that. So how was that transition for you? Like you said, scratching what you know, like that hard nose to get into that softer side. Like I don't know about you, but growing up, I wasn't really in touch with my emotions. I ain't care nothing about that, right? So like, how was that transition? I'm still getting there, of course, but like at first it was real hard.
Yeah, I would probably say the same. Good days and bad days. Um, right now, I have my daughter on and off, so it's a little bit different than when I was with her when she was first born. We were all in the same house. I was with her every day. And what I noticed from that, when you're with them every day, obviously that's what I want. I want to be with my daughter every day. But the thing that I noticed the most is that, your good days, your bad days, whatever you're feeling, like doesn't matter. Like you're Superman to her. So it's like I could have a bad day at work or come through the house and I come through the door and I'm Superman. So like that's all that matters. So it's like as long as I'm there showing up and I'm trying, that's all that she wants. As long as she got a back to climb up on and she can play and we can sit there and watch. She loves Shrek, watch Shrek or whatever. That's all she really cares about. So just realizing that a lot of times as a man, the things that I value myself for, whether it's being able to provide, being able to lead, or whatever, is totally different than what she needs from me and what she thinks. So a lot of times, I think me personally, I think a lot of men like we're so hard on ourselves, but like the reality is like she just wants you there. She just wants you present. She just wants to play hide and seek and run around with you. And once I kind of got that and figured that out, just kind of let the pressure of it go. It got a lot better for me.
How long that take? Because sometimes I still like you said, good and bad days, but that pressure real, like especially when you're not in the house. Like a couple of my kids, I ain't in the house with them, so like just when I'm seeing them, I got pressure. I put it on myself, like you said, we hard on ourselves, bro.
Yeah,
Just to make up for that time, if you will, man. So like how'd you even get through that process? How'd you get to the point where you at now?
a lot of praying, a lot of tough nights. Um, just it was tough, but obviously the thing for me that helped was when me and her mom split, we split with like a goal in mind. So we were both trying to get ourselves right and get better, and then see if we can come back and figure it out together. So having that part of it, knowing that like I'm not just here for no reason. I'm not just back home, not seeing her for no reason. Like everything is a purpose. So the same way where it was like, you know, come home from a job overseas and it's like you got to get back to work. You got to get back to that. So I just tried to stay busy with that. Whether it was studying for school, things like that. But like you said, it's an ongoing process. Still good and bad days, man. Because it's a lot of the things that I didn't realize mattered, if that makes sense. Like the emotional. So it's like little things like I'll have my daughter for a couple weeks and she'll go back up or whatever, and she'll come back. She's learned new words, and it's like the jealousy of like, who taught you this, or when did you learn this, or you come back and you know her toes are over her sandals now. She grew and she's tall, and it's like you realize you're just missing all these things. And you get the little jealousy. It's almost like competition with her mom because it's like she gets to see those and I don't. So yeah, it's ongoing, man. But the thing that really helped me is just like I had days where I was like, man, like I'm scared she's not gonna remember me. I'm scared she's not going. But then it's like it's nothing like going to pick her up and then she sees you and you lock eyes and it's like everything is right there again and then everything is good. So, but yeah, like you said, man, it's a process, man. Some days I'm good with it. Some days I don't want to talk to nobody. Some days so I just try to just be present. Whatever I feel at that time, feel it. If it's bad, pray on it, figure it out, and go from there.
I think a lot of people discount like how men feel like in this co-parenting situation. Like like you said, when you're away, man, you just go through all these emotions. Then it feels so much better when you see them, and then when you have to drop them off again, you go through the emotions again. Like you see, you don't want to talk to nobody, just be in your room, you be in their room. Like,
Saying,
man, I
dude.
wish it was here. like,
And the crazy
like I-
crazy thing is, bro, I'm so sensitive, man. I'm a crier, bro. So it's like I'll see her start crying. As soon as she leaves, I'll start crying. Like I'm 31, like never cried this much in my life, bro. Ever, ever. And it's like, it's powerful. Your kids are powerful, man. It's a different type
especially
of
them
energy,
daughters.
man.
Especially
It's
them
it's
daughters, bro. Like, yeah, I didn't start crying to have my daughter, my first daughter either, bro. Like I feel you. Trust me. Like I didn't even know I could cry. You know what I mean? Except
that's
we
what I'm
lose a game.
saying, man. I'm talking. We'll be outside. I remember we were in Maryland, and we was outside. Like we took it to like a Chuck E. Cheese or something before I had to head back. I'm crying in the Chuck E. Cheese. Like what's going on, dude? Like get your stuff together. But yeah, it's different, man. It's different.
So that means you be catching yourself staring at her, just like looking. I know you do then. That's what I be doing. I just
Dude,
stare and look like, yo, like you
all the
growing
time.
up, like just taking in the whole face and the mannerisms. And like, oh, you got like me on that.
Yeah. She got my eyebrows, so it's like she makes like my facial expressions. Where it's like I'll catch myself watching her like when she's eating, because it's like, man, like I can remember feeding you. Then I remember when you couldn't pick your fork up. Now she don't want nobody touching her. Get out her way. It's her space. Don't touch my food. Don't touch nothing. So it's like, man, where's the time going, man? It's crazy.
Man, you is not lying. You is not lying, man. So like I said, I just think a lot of people just discount that, man. So, but I think it's good for us, like just to even talk about it, but also to feel those emotions, because I think that helps us be better emotionally for our daughters and for our sons too. Like, if you ever get one, I'm not getting one. I'm good. I'm done. But if you ever get one, if you ever get one, I think it's good for that, man. I think that really helps us grow individually as men and as fathers as well. So I'm
Yeah,
glad that you're allowing yourself to feel that.
yeah, trying to. Like I said, I'm nowhere perfect, but it's a process. Every day I'm just trying to do the best I can, man. Who knows? One day, well, I got one, so got one more. Hopefully, we can get a son. But yeah, I ain't gonna keep you at five. And I'm stopping at this two right here. It's gonna be either two girls or a boy and a girl. We're not doing all that.
Dang, bro, you gotta have a lead. If you get two girls, you gotta get another one. You gotta try again.
Two girls, man. That's I got I got one right now, and that's a
That's a
handful.
lot,
So two of them, I can only imagine. You got five, so
bro. They be running me ragged sometimes. So I gotta know, man. So you said, just go back to you and the mother, man. You talking about how y'all kind of separated to work on yourself to hopefully get back together, man. So what, as a man, what are you doing? Or like what have you done or what are you doing to like develop yourself to get better so that you can get to the ultimate goal of being with your kid every day?
for me, like I said, we had a plan. So the most important thing, no different than basketball or whatever. It's like when you have a plan, you have to stick to the plan when the plan gets hard. So I just try to stick to what I know, stick to the things I know. Like, I still work out in the mornings, keep a routine. I'll go play pickup. And then I just have a support system of friends that, they're all a part of my life. So they understand where I'm at, what I'm doing, what I'm going through, what the situation is. So, just having that support system with some of my, childhood friends and things like that, that helps a lot. And they just help to keep my head clear. Cause like I said, it's not easy sometimes, but as long as I can have a goal to focus on and things that I'm trying to do, things I'm trying to get done, I try to put my energy into that. And then you kind of look up and you start to check things off the list, and then before you know it, you'll have whatever you're looking for. So, just try to one foot in front of the other, man. One foot in front of the other.
Do you find that like personal development or like it's hard? Like, do you find that, or you think it's like you said, one foot in front of the other? Just as long as you stick to the goal, you good.
No, it's the hardest. It's the hardest thing ever. Like, it's not. I almost cussed. It's the hardest thing ever, man. It's like it's way easier to like. It sounds way better talking about it right now, but it's like, man, when I say I have bad days, I have bad days. I have days where I'm just not here. Like, man, it could be the stress of whatever. It could be just me missing my family and the things that's going on. Whatever the case may be, frustrations of not being where I think I should be. Like, you go through all of that, and then you start to second guess, what you're doing, why you're doing it. So like I said, man, I'm blessed to have a real support system, real friends, where it's like I'm probably not the best at articulating my emotions, but they know me enough to know, hey, he's in a tough spot right now. Let's go to a bar and have a drink and watch a football game, or let's go, play some pickup. Let's just go do something to get our minds, out of this. So I appreciate them for that because that's been probably the biggest thing that's helped me. It's just having that. But like, yeah, like this is hard, man. It's hard, Like it's not. Those bad days are bad, man. The good days are good too, but it's like the peaks and valleys, bro. You're all
Yeah.
over the place, man.
Yeah, man. Well, when I found Christ, or I guess when Christ found me, man, I really started walking in faith, man. It helped me stay level like the peaks and valleys that didn't go so high, didn't go so low anymore. He really stabilized me, man. So I know you be talking about praying and stuff like that, but I promise you, if you just dive into that, really dive into that, because I was in some low spots, especially when it comes to these kids.
Yeah.
Like I told you, the reason I even started the podcast, low spot, bro, low. So he stabilized me, man. So just keep on praying, keep on doing that too. I know he'll answer, he'll be there.
Yeah, that's a big part of the process, man. And I think a lot of times I've realized in my life, anytime I'm in these places of isolation where he's got me by myself like this, usually 9 times out of 10 he's doing that because he wants me to slow down and listen. Like he's got something that he's trying to get me to get. So a lot of times it's just a lot of times I feel like in life I get in trouble personally, and I feel like a lot of people do too, where it's like when life slows down, you try to speed it up. You try to make things happen. You try to force wins, instead of saying like God got me here. I don't want to be here, but he got me here right now. But there's something here I'm supposed to be getting out of this. So it's like you start asking that question, what am I supposed to get? What am I supposed to be doing? Show it to me. And then sooner or later you'll start, taking those steps. So like you said, man, it's just I know I keep saying it, but just trying to stay in the process, man. Just stay in the process, and then you'll look up and you'll have whatever it is that you're looking for. So
Nah, you're not lying. You're not lying. And even walking with Christ is just as hard as trying to develop your own character too. So like ain't nothing easy about it.
nothing,
but
because you got to have that
yeah.
honest kind of conversation with yourself. Like that thing that you're praying for, that thing that you want or whatever. Like he gonna give it to you, but you're gonna have to, that other thing that you've been ignoring that you were supposed to fix years ago. That's about to come back up. You got to figure
Yeah.
that out. And
You
it's up to
talking,
you.
sir.
Like he leaves it in your hands, so it's like, man, it's tough, but it's like, yeah, it's like, man, if you really want to do it, you gotta lock in, and it's not gonna be easy, but that's the cool part about your relationship with God, man. You realize that there's so many times where you could have fall off the cliff. And he was right there to hold you. Like everything is designed for you to get to where you're supposed to get to, as long as you just don't give up on it. So that's where a lot of my peace comes from. It's like I know at the end of the day, I might mess up today. I might mess up again tomorrow, but I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna try again the next day. So that's sometimes that's all you can really ask for. You know what I'm saying?
Just another day, bro.
Other
I
day,
just need
man.
another day. I'll figure it out. Just give me another one. That's why I answer like a lot of times people ask me like, why you always say you blessed? Like, bro, because I got another day. Like, really, like that junk really matters, especially in them low times when you didn't want another day. There was days I
Exactly.
didn't want more days, and I
Exactly.
was close to be like, yeah, I see what hell look like. Like I was just over it, bro. Like I understand, man. So that's why I'm always saying I'm blessed, bro, because God gave me another day. He ain't let go of me, like none of that.
Never
So
did. He never did
yeah.
neither. That's the funny part. The older you get, you realize like that thing that you thought you wasn't going to get through at 25, he was right there, safety net. We just figuring
Mhm.
this out, man. So yeah, I look forward to what my life is going to look like when I'm 35, when I'm 40, because it's like I'm realizing now I'm finally starting to see the benefits of the habits he was trying to get me to develop. So if I'm getting it now, if I could stick with this for 5 more years, where am I going to be at in 5 more years? Because you can kind of feel it's a totally different feeling than what I was when I was 27, 28, when you're trying to figure it out. So it's a good feeling, man. It's a good feeling.
Yeah, them 30s, like something changes, bro. Something changes. But I really like what you said about when God slows you down, you try to speed it up. Like, that really hit. Like we gotta take our highs and take our lows, but like live in it and work through it instead of just I guess mulling over it, if you will. I don't know. Like I really like that, but that hit right there.
Yeah, I mean that's a big thing. I think a lot of for me, we like to think that we're in so much control of everything. Like we like to think so. It's like when something like think about this. I do this all the time. When something goes good, you like, yeah, it's me. I did this. I I'm this, I'm da 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 da. I did that. When something goes wrong, you, oh God, what happened? God, why is this going? God, why are you putting me through this? You know what I'm saying? Instead of realizing like you don't have no control over like any of it. It's your journey, you know? So it's like instead of focusing on the wins and the losses, just focus on what you're supposed to be picking up as you're walking through this journey. Because you're gonna need the good and the bad to get to wherever you're getting. So, I kind of, it took me a while to figure that out, but life is definitely a lot easier looking at it from that perspective.
Yeah, perspective matters, bro. Like how you view things matters. Like you can either speak ill will over it and say, "Oh, it's always going to be bad," and then stay that way, or you can speak positively. You can't change nothing with your words, but how you speak is how your mind's going to go. Like what direction you're going to move towards. So,
Absolutely.
like, it's definitely important to stay positive, man, even in the midst of it all.
Easier said than done, though, man.
You ain't lying.
Easier said than done, man.
You ain't lying. So, how you, like, have you thought about at least how you want to present some of these things we just talked about, like to your daughter, like just the mindset of it all, or the growth and stuff like that? Like I said, I know she's young, she's smart, and you're not gonna have these conversations until she get a little bit older. But I don't know if you like me, but you be thinking about this kind of stuff already. Like, man, when she get older, I'm gonna teach her
Yeah.
this, and I'm gonna talk to her about this. Or she asks this question, this is how I'm gonna answer. I used to like just like talk to my daughter in my mind, even when she wasn't here. So like, you ever thought about that kind of stuff?
Yeah, to be honest, I've overthought it so much that I'm at the point now where it's just like all that's gonna happen when it's supposed to happen. And but the biggest thing that I think with her, like, I don't want to be a parent that's imposing like my will on my kids. You know, I just want to be like God dropped you here on your journey. I'm just here to help guide you. You need a little assistance. You need some questions answered. You need, whatever. I'm here to assist you as you go on your journey and figure out what you're supposed to be, what you're supposed to become. I don't want my daughter to think whatever she's supposed to do is entangled with what I was doing or what I didn't do or what I didn't accomplish. So I just look forward to like watching her life like a movie and just really watching her like she's a character and figuring out what she likes, figuring out what her passions are, watching her figure out her passions, and just kind of like same way if you watch your favorite movie, you can describe your favorite character. Like I want like she's my favorite character. So it's just I just want to be a part of her journey and you know, God willing be here when she accomplishes some of those great things she's gonna accomplish.
I think that's why God gave me daughters, man. Because if I had sons, I'd be like, "Yo, you get on this court, you better." That's why I got.
No,
I
for real
swear,
though,
bro.
for real. That's probably why I got a daughter too. Cause if I had a kid, I have him doing push-ups right now. He'd be on camera doing push-ups right now. So it's probably good, man. I got a
Why do
daughter,
you
man.
not, bro? But I still try to put a ball in their hands. But like you said, I think it's important. So did your parents try to make you do what they want to do, or they had the same kind of hands off, let you do your own thing? Like, what's that mindset coming from?
Honestly, I have no idea because I can't remember my life without basketball. Like my dad played, he played pro, played in college. So it's like I can't remember like my life without I don't think they ever forced me. I don't think they ever it was just kind of written for me. But I think going through my journey, I realized I was blessed to finding my passion early as a child, And I've had probably, and you would probably agree with this too, we're from the same place. Like think about how many friends that you had that were good and they burnt out at 15,
Mm-hmm.
16 because they just hated
Mm-hmm.
it because their parents was and it's like you look up and it's like, man, this kid you could be doing this, but it's like he's mentally fried. He doesn't want to do anything anymore. And then you
Mm-hmm.
look up and he's no disrespect to nobody, but he might be working at a McDonald's or working somewhere when it's like, man, you had the potential to be anything you wanted to be in life. So, and I got so many friends like that where it's like it's so many talented people around here, you know, where we grew up from, where it's like it literally could have been a coin flip with any of us. Any of us could have
Mhm.
been in the NBA. Any of us could have been, you know, millionaire, whatever the case may be. We all had the talent to do it, but obviously it doesn't work like that. So seeing all that, I just wanted more so like alleviate the pressure of that from her. Like, just find what you love to do. Because when you find what you love to do, you'll want to do that more than anything. So, you know, if we can find that, figure it out. And it might be a thing where you might have a passion when you're 12 and you get older and your passion might change when you're 16. But it's like, I want to challenge my kid to stay curious. Like, you're supposed to learn every day in this world. You're supposed to, you know, like it's an experience being here. It's a blessing being here. So I don't want her to feel like she's boxed into anything.
Nah, that's real. Like I didn't even think about it from the perspective of people burning out early. I was just thinking about like the strain on our relationship between me and my daughter. Like if I put too much on her, but I didn't even think about that burning out early. Like I could, like you said, I could think about some kids. Like, bro, you was supposed to be nice.
Dude, I know we're on camera right now, so like I'm not, but like if I said some names and you really thought about it, you'd be like,
Yeah,
damn, him, he was like think we was 16, 17, he was, and it's
yeah.
hard, man. It's hard to because you're a kid going through all that.
Mhm.
So, and I remember how hard it was for me. Like just the pressures of everywhere you go, people are watching you. Everywhere you go, you gotta be on, you know, your best. Everywhere you go, like you don't ever get like I didn't really feel like I ever had a chance to be a kid like when I was a teenager. So I don't want my daughter to have to decide whether she has to skip her prom or not because she has to go work out to go to a tournament. Like I don't want her to miss out on homecoming football games because she has to go make 100 threes, you know? Like I want her because it's like at the end of the day, the way I see it is like you could do all like I was a kid, I did all those things. And it's like, you know, obviously I'm secure in where I'm at. You know, it was a blessing to be able to play as long as I did. But, you know, when I was a kid doing all that, I was doing all that to play for the Lakers, play in the NBA, you know?
Yeah,
And it's
you
like if
know
I was
it.
gonna be right here, I would have went to prom. I would have been a kid. I would have, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I just don't want her to miss out on the things that she's gonna reminisce on when she gets to my age, you know? Like I want her to have those experiences. Cause that's more important, in my opinion.
Yeah, because the ball stops bouncing at some point, man. But family, those memories last forever, man. It's not like Chris Paul, man. Did you see that video of Chris Paul talking about how, man, like I missed out on a lot of stuff.
No, I didn't see it. I didn't see it.
Man, he was just I didn't watch the whole video, but he was basically talking about like he was talking to his family, like, oh, you remember when he did that? Oh, no, you weren't there. You had a tournament. Oh, you remember that? Oh, no, you weren't there because you had to do something with basketball. He's like, bro, I missed out on so much of life, like
Yeah.
pictures I'm not in. And like you really think about that kind of stuff, man. Like, dang, I really did.
Yeah. Or even like from my perspective, I moved out the house when I was 16, 17. So it's like I had two sisters that were 4 years apart. So like I missed a chunk of their childhood. Or even like even this for perspective. The other day my family got together. My sisters live in New York now. So they come down. My dad lives in Texas. He came down and we had this moment where like they were playing a board game and I was sitting here and I was like, why is this so weird? And then it hit me. I was like, I was never here for none of this. Like I was never here for none of the family. So it's like I don't, you know, I feel more comfortable sitting over here in the corner because it's like all of this is kind of new to me, you know? And you start to play it back and it was like, man, birthday parties, my sister's senior night, graduations, you know, you just and it's always kind of, you know, and like I said, man, I don't want my daughter to go through that. It's not worth it. Those relationships are way more important in my opinion.
Dang, bro. Like you got me thinking. like the backside of like blessings essentially. Like we're gifted to play basketball, but the backside of that, we missed out on some family stuff.
Yeah.
Like anything, like not just basketball, but any other thing too. Like you blessed for certain giftings, man. Sometimes you miss out on the other stuff, man. I was watching that Michael Jackson movie, the new one.
Yeah, I
Um,
seen that. Fire.
yeah, and so like and just him even like I guess wanting to go solo and get away from his pops and stuff like that. How that potentially put a strain on him and his brother's relationship. Like they didn't go dive into it, but like the backside of being talented, bro. You everywhere. Everybody know you. Like everybody got their hand out. Everybody wanting an autograph, all that kind of stuff. I can imagine, bro.
Or even from this standpoint, the double A, everybody wants your spot.
Yo, yeah, they
So
coming
it's
for you,
like,
bro.
obviously I was on the lower scale. I was pretty good, high school, college, but it's like even like little things. Like now, like we play pickup every Friday, and it's good to see everybody. Good to talk. Hey, what's up, man? How you doing? How's your daughter? Like, obviously we play hard, but it's a totally different dynamic. Like coming up, we couldn't enjoy that like that. Like there was no like I had dudes, there are dudes in Raleigh right now that like I'm 31 and we're just kind of fit. Oh, like you're a cool dude. Like like
Yeah,
you not,
that's real.
because it's like competitively I had to like
Mm-hmm.
hate you for years because I was trying to be better than you. And it's like that's a lot, man. That's like I look at it now and it's cool, but all the extra stuff doesn't guarantee that you're gonna make it. So like just be a kid, be a human being, you know, compete, do what you're gonna do, work hard, but you know, going to play pickup on a Friday night, you in there ready to fight somebody, like I'm just not on that no more, You get tired of that.
Yeah. Hey, do you ever see yourself like putting that in the workforce, that same mentality, or even like with, your then girlfriend or whatever? Like with my wife, I find myself competing sometimes because that's like all I ever did. So like sometimes if I find myself competing with her, like you even made a comment about you, like being jealous of the mother, right? And kind
Yeah.
of competing, like I find myself with the mothers of my kids that don't live here. It's like, bro, I'm competing. I'm trying to be better than you. Like I'm gonna do this more grandiose thing. I'm gonna take them this place because you took them that place. Like I find myself still doing that kind of stuff. It can be messing me up, bro. You ever like? I guess you hinted at that with the mother, but do you ever find that in other places in your life where you just be competing when you don't need to?
All the time. All the time. And it's like I can't cut it off. Or like my thing, like especially that was a big thing that we kind of struggled with when we were together was that I didn't know how to turn that off because I was still, you know, I'm still invested now. Obviously, I can go play somewhere if I want, but like then it was like I didn't have my match. It was end all be all. So I was in that mode every single day. So like
Mhm.
it could be something little. Like I can remember we went, we was doing something with her parents. So we took all the kids to the pool, and there was like a sand volleyball pit. And we supposed to just be hitting it cool. Next thing you know, my shirt is off. I'm sweating, talking crazy. And it's like that's just how I'm wired. And you just realize like like so, but it's like it's cool because like you're laughing because you understand it, you get it. But like they don't know me, so it's like this dude is crazy. Like what's wrong with me?
Right.
So yeah, it's hard to turn off, man. It's hard. Or like another thing that I struggle with is just like, the trash talk where it's like, we could be doing something in the house, something simple. We could be washing dishes or something. And I get to going. Same way I do at the gym, say something to Chris just to get stuff going, just to. But it's like this isn't a basketball court and the mother of your child isn't a 6'9" forward. So it's like you just bothering her. So like I've really had to figure out a different way to kind of go about things and kind of figure out, what works, what doesn't work, because it's like that's hard to deal with, especially if you don't come from that. Like
Yeah.
she'll be like, yo, like, what's wrong with you? Are you okay? Like I'm like in my head, I'm like, I'm cool. Like this is what I'm on. But
Yeah, we
yeah,
just
I
having
really had
fun.
to like, yeah, struggle with that.
I my one of my biggest struggle, that's still she be like, I'm not one of your players. Like do not talk to me like I'm one of your players. Like don't do that. I struggle big time sometimes. And then just like you said, just being in that mode, bro. Like I said, sometimes she be like, I'm too tired. Like, but no, you're not. I don't care. Like, let's come on, let's get it. Like, I don't like you being
Yeah.
tired is not good enough. That's not a good enough reason. Like, how you gonna tell me that getting off work and being tired? That's not a good enough reason. Like, at the end of the day, it's not done. what matters is the job gets done. That's what matters. Like so,
Yeah,
like
until it
I
doesn't,
she
man. But yeah,
yeah,
that's
bro.
the
She
that's the hard. But like that's been ingrained in us. Like you got to think you played in college too, so it's like then you realize like there's a whole part of the world that didn't have like that stress on them every day. Where like you're terrified to fall into a deep sleep because if you fall into a deep sleep, you're gonna miss your alarm and you're gonna
yeah.
miss your 6 a.m. practice. Like there's a whole part of the world of successful people that are doing great in life, that are doing better than you, that like never had to deal with that. Like
Mhm.
the mother of my child never had to deal with that. So she's like, why do I have to be adamant on getting up every day at 6 a.m. to work out? Like, why do I have to like I got my masters too. Like I got like we're you know what I'm saying? So it's like
Mhm.
it's a totally different world, man. Totally different world. And you just kind of realize like there's a million different ways to go about it.
How hard is it for you to see it? Like sometimes we butt heads because I can't see it. Like I just my mind just can't comprehend the thought process that it's okay just to lay down. Like no, it's not. Like we should be doing something right now. Like just with anything though. But like how, like was it hard for you to comprehend? Have you figured it out? Like what's good?
Still haven't figured it out. Still haven't figured
Man.
out. I think a lot of like the clarity that I get comes from like reflecting. So it's like I can look back now and say, okay, this is what this was, or this what that was, or maybe but like in real time, it's hard to like because it's habits that you've built your whole life. It's not like you don't wake up acting like you act. Like you've been like
Right.
this for years. So like it's habits, you know? So like it's hard to turn those habits off, but it's just more so realizing that, you know, these habits aren't end all be all for me anymore. Like even like today, like I didn't go work out today and I had a big, you got the devil on this shoulder, the angel on this. You need to get
Mhm.
up and go. Like, man, you've been doing this for 7 years now, man. You cool. You got one day, so it's like you gotta really balance that every
Mhm.
day. And then so yeah, it's tough, man. You never I don't think that ever goes away, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, that internal dialogue get crazy. Like you be like, dang, I don't feel like working out today, but I gotta go work out. Like somebody's getting, like you said, somebody's getting better than me right now. Like somebody's out there working out, and I'm here chilling. That internal dialogue is crazy. I
Yeah.
struggle real hard with that.
It never goes away neither. It's a blessing and a curse when you think about it.
It is. It is. I mean, even like Kobe's like, bro, I wish I'd have slept more. Like that's one thing he regrets. He said, I wish I'd have slept more. Like, but he was getting up at 4, then working out again at 10. Like he was getting right. Well, I mean, and he got 5 kids too. Or was it 5? Yeah, I think he had something like that.
Yeah, he
4 or
got
5 daughters.
yeah, he's got a full house for sure.
Yeah.
Full house. But yeah,
So
man,
did you
it's
did you have to like so we know we all come with trauma, right? And so just kind of staying on the same subject of just I guess for me, just how I talk to my wife, right? Because she has some trauma that she dealt with growing up and stuff like that. So the way I talk, like as a coach will talk to us, it's kind of just water off our back as whatever. You're gonna yell or whatever, or you're gonna make me run, I'll be good. But like I take that to my marriage and I might raise my voice or I might talk in like in a more I want to say stern, but just like you know how it is, just like as a player. Like, have you had to run into like having to switch a up yourself because of past trauma?
yes. Yes. I think that me personally, I take a lot of like I think we like to call it like a chip on our shoulder. Like everybody likes to say like I got a chip on my shoulder, but in reality it's just insecurities that you haven't dealt with yet.
Hmm.
Um so I had that. And I still do to an extent, like with certain things, but you learn how to combat it and not and I think that um going back to like the partner thing, you just realize what works for you doesn't work for the other person. And just because it doesn't work for the other person doesn't make you superior or doesn't make them inferior. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody just has their own process. And I could feel like I'm right. A lot of times I still do feel like I'm right. Like I feel like
Mhm.
I'm real black and white. I'm real straightforward. So like, but I'm real thoughtful. So like if I'm gonna say something to you, that means it's probably been on my mind for 2 to 3 weeks and I've thought about it. So like when I pull the trigger, I'm ready to pull the trigger, you know? But like realizing that I could be right in what I'm saying, but she still has the right not to like my approach, or she still has the right not to like the way I said it. She still has the right to have emotions in it, you know? Whereas like we were always raised like, you know, logic trumps your emotions. So if somebody's yelling at
Mhm.
you and they're telling you to do something, then it's right. You're supposed to be doing it, you know? So that's the biggest thing is like just realizing that, you know, a lot of it isn't what I'm saying, it's the communication, you know, how I'm saying it, what's my tone, what's the context of what's going on. Like I've had to put way more thought to that part of it.
Yeah, you ain't lying. It's all about the delivery, man. You
Uh,
I messed that up a lot of times because I stay thinking I'm right, and I'll fight you to the death, boy. We was out there walking the other day, and I was still going. She said, "It's over." Like, nah, you ain't. I'm right. You not. You not what I told you. Stop.
that's how it be though, man. That's how, and a lot of times you are right, but it's just like I've realized that am I really right if she not gonna let me be right? Like I'm gonna have to fix this anyway. So just a lot of it is just learning how to play the game, man. That's all it is. Like when I was in high school, when I was in prep school, we used to have this dude, and he used to say that all the time. He was like, "You need to learn how to play the game. You need to learn how to play the game. Just play the game, man. Like your life would be so much easier if you just play the game." And it never like now 31, just play the game, man.
Mm.
Stay in your pocket and play the game.
No, that's real, bro. I really like what you said about the chip on our shoulder is really just insecurities, and our insecurities drive us, man. Drive us to do whatever we can to mask it, and like for us as basketball, masking it just by being the best player that we can be, and nobody can see it, and nobody's gonna care because you hoop good. You know what I mean?
Right,
So
right.
like I feel that like that joint hit me hard too. Like yeah, the insecurities, like you said, I still feel that sometimes. And so in my daily work, sometimes in my daily walk with God, sometimes my insecurities show up. I still be like trying to work hard or prove myself to God. Like yeah, like I'm your best servant right here. Like I,
Yeah.
I pray more than other people. You know what I mean? So I sometimes still with my walk with Christ, but I got to take a step back. Like yo, that's just not the gospel. This is not what He has for you. So it's a struggle, bro. It's a real
Yeah.
struggle.
You and me both, man. You and me both. It's a like you said, it's just an ongoing process, man. Some days you good with it, some days you not, you know. So yeah, I just try to be what works for me is just being present, man. Just being present and being 100% honest about whatever I'm feeling. So if I wake up tomorrow and I'm feeling bad, okay, accept that you're feeling bad, but now ask yourself why. And then usually in that why is usually the answer. So it's like, okay, why do you feel bad? Oh, you didn't feel like getting up. Why didn't you get up? Because you did. Oh, well, it's this, that, or third, or it's this, you know. So just playing that game and finding those solutions with yourself instead of kind of sitting in that sorrow. That's kind of, you know, what's worked for me. So
Yeah, I could definitely see that, man. I could definitely see that. Hey, look, man. So what I love to do, man, your daughter's only 3. So I think at some point, like I said, the podcast is for our kids to one day go back and listen. Like, dang, my daddy loved me, all that kind of stuff. So talk to her, bro. Like, give her a little snippet. I do this at the end of every podcast, man. Give a little snippet, whatever you want to say. So when your daughter listens, when a time she can really understand and grasp what you're saying, man, that she know you're talking directly to her.
well, you know, I don't know when you're gonna hear this, Lonnie, but you know, extremely grateful to be a part of your journey. I don't think you'll ever realize how powerful you are and how you've single-handedly saved relationships for me and saved my family and saved me. Because I don't know where I would be if I didn't have you right now to have me try to be my best every day. So I just ask that you keep being you, keep smiling, keep getting on your mom's nerves because she's getting on mine. Um, but just keep learning and know that I'm here every step of the way. Even if I'm not there when you close your eyes, you know, I'm there. I'm a phone call. I'm this. I'm whatever. I'm a prayer away. I'm wherever you need me to be as soon as you need it. I love you so much. I'm already proud of everything that you're gonna accomplish. And just thank you for being that light for me. You're the motivation. You're the reason why I get up in the morning, and I can't wait until all this that we've been doing. I can come back and show you all of this was for a reason. So I'll see you soon, and I love you.
That's dope, man. Real heartfelt, man. I
Yes,
love
I
it,
had
bro.
I
I
had to
love
end
it.
it before I started crying.
Yeah, nah, yeah, I get it, bro. Hey, that jump, he's getting real. Yeah, I loved it. Hey, man, this is episode 125, man. Hope everybody stay blessed.